You know, Sagiv Yehezkel, who is one of the most important players of Antalyaspor in the past season, scoring 6 goals, passing 2 assists, really one of the leading figures of this team, only did a gesture for his own people, for the victims, for the hostages of October 7th, to commemorate 100 days to this awful day would change our life forever. And another interpretation of how we changed our life is this. And I think that, you know, Sagiv Yehezkel currently is in the midst of a storm of Erdogan's regime, in a way that we couldn't even imagine, and also we couldn't even imagine the way in Turkey and in the wide Muslim world people would try to translate such a honorable gesture for victims as an attacking message, as a hostile message, or, by the way, the Turkish people are accusing Yehezkel, what brought to his arrestment and now he's waiting on trial reportedly in Turkey, incitement and calling for violence. So I think this story hints us what is the new relationship we have as Israelis with the region, with a great partner of Israel, Turkey. We know the Turkey relationship with Israel, whether it's politics or even you know, commodities and commerce. It's a great loss, I think. But we are starting to see the way the conflict start to delve in and impact real life. And we are talking here about a story. This is unprecedented, even for, you know, not only for Israeli footballers, for footballers worldwide.
Absolutely, and it does appear now that FIFA is being brought into the fold to get them involved. But again, he was making a reference to, as you mentioned, the victims, the hostages. It wasn't a matter of promoting the state of Israel or supporting the IDF.
In his interrogation.
So should FIFA actually be stepping in here and saying that this should not form a termination of his contract?
Look, the club will be punished, obviously. You cannot cancel a contract this way, but we've seen two precedents to the other side in the past 3 months with Youssef Attal, the Algerian player of Nice, and Anwar El Ghazi, the Dutch-Moroccan player of Mainz, who both were vocal on social media in favor of the Palestinian struggle in this war and writing from the river to the sea and stuff like that, and got the contract cancelled. Attal was even charged with a 1 year in prison due to his statements. So I think that right now we are seeing the same case, but on the opposite, and in front of a much powerful, I would say, PR and propaganda machine as Erdogan's regime. Because, you know, public figures in Turkey, the Ministry of Justice, celebrities, football fans called for to kick him out of the country. And obviously, this is not what he meant. And we are sitting here in the studio, we all understand what he meant. So are we alone in the world to understand this message? That people should not be held hostage, that babies should not be held hostage for 3 months? Maybe in the new world after October 7, unfortunately, this is the situation.
So just briefly, Uri, what are we expecting to happen at the hearing this morning? Is it going to be sort of a fair kind of testifying?
Well, I've never been in interrogation in Turkey, so I'm not really aware of what is going through right now. What I do know from my sources, that Mossad and Ministry of Foreign Affairs people are following this case closely. He's given a legal consultancy by the club. It's important to highlight it too, because Antalyaspor, in the end, it's a mistake. It's a mistake, you can say, of the social media admin that didn't, you know, could expect such a public roar in Turkey due to an innocent social media post on an innocent gesture. But officials, Israeli officials, are following the case, and we know that there are more Israeli players in Turkey. Eden Kartsev, Yam Madar, a prominent basketball player for Fenerbahce. So it won't end only with Sagiv Yehezkel. It will be a much wider case.